Hello, hello, happy Friday, everybody. It's time for Friday sews. It's time for Friday chatting. Let's get together and chat here, shall we? Welcome to my channel. I'm Stephanie, and we're in my sewing room. And Friday sews is my day to just visit with you. A little bit of life, a little bit of sewing, a little bit of whatever's been going on. And I love hearing from you too. So check out the comments. Okay, so I tried out a new pattern for me this week, and I call this my test, but oh my gosh, this is it, and it is a keeper. So this is McCalls 7476. I was just looking through my wardrobe. I've made a whole lot of pants and a bunch of t-shirts recently, but I need more cardigans, and I need to be able to control what the cardigans are. Some need to be solid to go with all those prints that I've been sewing up, and some need to be fun prints that I bought recently in my fabric haul. So I went to Joann's and I picked up this, and this pattern is exactly what I wanted. Exactly. Wish it had some pockets. I could always add that, but it's just slimming, it's flattering, it's so comfy, and it was so easy to make. There's the collar, and it's a good fit around the neck. It's a good fit right here. I just love everything about it. I was just looking for something simple. This just was it. It was just it. And so I made it out of black because I can't have too many black cardigans. I will wear them all the time. They just are easy to throw on when I just want to have something in case it's chilly. So let's talk this pattern, shall we? It has two different lengths. It has a collar or not a collar. This is not a collar. And it has no sleeves, with basically the sleeve comes to right here, so you could do a little vest, which would be super cute. And since it was a test, I wanted to use the least amount of fabric, so I did view C, which is the shortest one, and it shows a button, but I'm not even going to put a button. Well, maybe I will. I don't know. I haven't decided about the button, but this came together so easy. I wasn't confused about anything. You know, so easy. So that's really all I have to say about that. I will say that I mixed my sizes like I always have to, because I want my size. I've learned through trial and error and so many suggestions from my viewers that my neck and shoulders needs to be a smaller size than the rest of me, and that has been a game changer in fitting. I mean, it's so easy now. So I always start with a large or a 14 right here, and then I go out to whatever my measurements are based on this. And I looked at the finished measurements. Do you ever look at those? I went by the finished measurements because I was kind of in between sizes, and I ended up with large and extra large. How that happened is I drew out my pattern on paper, on my pattern paper, and how I did that was my large went to the armhole, the top, and at the bottom of the armhole it was extra large, and then I just melded the two together. If I review this pattern and do a sew along, which I'd like to do, I just have to get some of this stuff done. Then I want to do the pants. I want to do all kinds of videos for you guys. New year coming, new goals, but I'd love to show you how that worked out, because it really did. So I immediately wanted to make this again, and I'm almost done with my second go, which is turning out so awesome. So I'm going to show it to you next week because it'll be finished. But remember this fabric from my fabric haul? Don't you think this just screamed long cardigan? Long, like the long view E. The cool thing was this fabric was wide enough to have them side by side, so I could do that. I mean, if I had to do them long ways, that would have taken up a lot of fabric. So I was able to fit them on side by side, and that made all the difference. So if this is long, look. I will say I'm 5'6". I've never actually been 5'6". I've always been 5 3/4. But I just say 5'6". So I'm not super tall, but I'm not like short either. Right in the middle. But this was really long on me. So if you're tall You might want to try this because you might not have to lengthen it at all. I'm going to have to take off probably to get it up past my ankle, because right now it's basically at my feet. To get it up past my ankle, I'm going to have to take off about this much. So I'll figure that out for next week and tell you. This one has everything. So it has the collar, which was so easy, you guys. That was so easy to put on. And it's pretty. This collar is really pretty. And I probably will put a button, maybe even 2 since it's long, maybe 3. And I also put the pockets. I thought it had a really good suggestion that I've never thought of with the pockets in the instructions. It had you cut out the pocket, you fold it under the top, and then you're going to iron in the bottoms and the sides. You're going to iron them in, and then you're going to place them, right? So it said make a template of the pocket, this size of the pocket, with a piece of cardboard, and then you can fold under. And I did that, and it was helpful. So sometimes they have ideas in these instructions, don't they? I always wonder who writes those. Whose job is it to write those? I want to meet that person. So I'm excited to make this several more times. I have some other sweater fabrics from my last fabric haul that would make also great cardigans. So I might just do a lot of repeating. This is a great little cardigan. So simple and easy. Of course, I made it mostly on my serger, and that's just great with these knits. And if you don't have a serger, you would just probably do a zigzag stitch. And honestly, if you don't have a serger, get a serger. The cheap one that I bought at Walmart years ago, it's not the one I have now. I still have it. It's in the closet. But it is a great little machine. And I'd still be using it if I didn't understand that it wasn't broken when I thought it was. I have a video on this. I thought it was broken. Really, it just needed a new cutter. I probably didn't even look at the manual. Okay, so that's what I'm sewing. I did dog clothes last week, and I want to update you. I've done another outfit. Can I show you? It's so cute. Wait till you see this. Remember the pants? I showed you the pants. Okay, here she is. I need to name this dolly. I bet she came with a name. I'll bet she has a name. I'm going to have to look that up, and I'll let you know. So I made the pants last week. Aren't they cute? And everyone's that's seen them like on my social media says they want a pair of pants like this. How hard would it be to just sew some trim on the bottom of pants? That'd be cute. So I made her a little jacket, and oh my gosh, this jacket was way too short. So the trim came in handy to lengthen it. So I made myself a note on my pattern next time to lengthen it a little, because otherwise it's just the shirt sticks out. I found some cool vintage buttons. Now let me tell you about these vintage buttons. I bought these brand new, and they're vintage, literally, because that's how old I am. Vintage is what, 30 years, 40 years, and then antique is beyond that. So these qualify because that's how long ago I bought them. They are old. And I did snaps, and this is a fully lined little jacket. How cute is that? I did it in some dragonfly, so these dragonfly buttons and dragonfly fabric on the inside. And then I made this cute little top. All right, let's see how I am at dressing and undressing. Now, I didn't follow the instructions completely on this jacket because I wanted to do that sewing in the flat, that Nancy Zeman idea of sewing in the flat. So I sewed everything in the flat, and then I did my side seams last. And oh my gosh, did the buttons, did the collar, did the sleeves, did everything. And then I did the side seams last. And it was so much easier, I think, than it would have been. This, I did the same thing. It's Velcro up the back, and I went on Amazon and I bought a pack of Velcro in different colors. So look at this. This Velcro is green, just like the top. So that was cute. I did not have this trim, this little pom-pom trim. I bought this at Joann's. I just thought it was so cute. And I made her a little headband. And now that my daughter has seen these headbands, and she's in her 40s, now she wants headbands like this. I wonder if I could do that before Christmas. It's hard because I would want her to pick out everything. I don't want to have to guess on her. So here's what I have left that I want to make. I want to make my granddaughter a dress and a matching dress. And I talked about that last week. So I'm going to do that. And then I want to make her some Uggs. And so I want brown Uggs to go with these pants. And if I have enough time, I want to make some cute little like white espadrilles, maybe you might call it, for the outfit from last week, the light blue. So that's my doll update. She is styling, isn't she? Oh my gosh, this is gonna be so fun. I want to keep making these clothes, but I also want to keep making what I like to make for me. So it's going to be a balancing act. And I got so many great comments on the doll clothes. Oh my gosh, go into last week's video and just go through the comments. So much fun in there. And somebody said that it was a palette cleanser for her to make a doll outfit in between things. And I thought, that's a good idea. So I might do that too. When I'm trying to figure out what I want to make next and I don't have the idea in my mind of what it is I want to make next, I'll just make another doll outfit. Great idea. Great idea. But I might be making a bunch of these jackets, these little cardigans, because, oh my gosh, I don't know why it was so flattering. I'm an apple body, and I think that it was really good for me because this long straight is good because I carry the weight right in here, but not on the hips. Although, honestly, who wouldn't this look good on? This style, who wouldn't it look good on? And it's so fast, so fast. I do believe I followed the instructions, but it's basically the same as ever. No, I didn't. Can I tell you why? I have a pet peeve about instructions. I just feel like if I don't put the sleeve in separate, that it ends up doing some kind of gathering up here. So basically, it had you put in the sleeve, sew the shoulder seams, and then put in the sleeve, and then start here and sew down like this. I don't like that. I don't like that. So I sew up the sleeve, and I always try to sew from the top to the bottom. And sometimes that's not easy, but I always try to sew all my clothes from the top to the bottom. So this seam starts here and goes down. This seam starts here and goes down. This seam goes down. This seam goes down. So I don't want to do up then down. I just don't. So I put the sleeve in separate, and it's not that hard. Once you've done it a bazillion times, it's easy. So I put my sleeves in, and then this little facing was super easy. It had you doing interfacing. I knew I didn't want that. I just knew I didn't want interfacing. So it has no interfacing. It's just the fabric is the facing, and that I love because I didn't want this to be all stiff and bulky. And I did it the same on this other sweater, and I will do it the same. I don't want any interfacing in my sweatery stretchy stuff, even stretchy interfacing. I just didn't want it. That's just me. That's just me, and I'm ornery about my choices. So you know me, I'm gonna do my own thing. I honestly might make a long black one because those patterned printed pants need a nice cool black cardi that's really long. And I don't know, it's a personal preference, but I might show some of these outfits put together with a different mix and match. I am not loving this knee length cardigan, which I have a lot of. I made those last winter to go with my hoodie hugs and my leggings. I have a lot of cardigans right at the knee. I don't love that with the wide leg pants. I want it to either be short hip or down the ankle and just have those wide legs just sort of showing through at the bottom. That is just the look that I like, and I felt like at the knee with the wide leg it was just kind of bag lady, but that was just my, I don't know, that was just my impression. So loving this pattern. It's in the little core wardrobe, if you will, capsule wardrobe of pants, t-shirts. Long sleeve shirt was the one that I did with that other pattern a couple weeks ago that was super easy, and then now this is my go-to cardi. Okay, that's my sewing. So are you ready for Christmas? Isn't that the question we're supposed to ask everybody? Are you ready for Christmas? First of all, it implies that you celebrate Christmas, so Merry Christmas. I celebrate Christmas very much, and getting ready for Christmas means presents, and I have already lamented that I'm no good at presents at all, and so I have ordered most of my presents online, and I have no idea what they're getting. Like, it's gonna be interesting, so it's gonna be fun. And I let my grandson pick out his own present and order it 3 weeks ago when they were here, and they're not coming in time. Normally, when I shop online, I pick who I'm buying from. I look at, when it's coming, and I just let him pick, and then I ordered it. I didn't pay any attention. So I'm probably getting ripped off, and it's not going to be here by Christmas. I'm going to have to go with a plan B, and then when they get here, if they get here, I'll give it to them then. But I'm kind of bummed about that. But everybody else's was my vetted purchasing, and so I'm pretty happy with that. Hubby bought his own present. He told me to buy my own. I don't know what I want to get. Like, don't I have everything? That's it. There was a meme going around, you know, like a little funny online, and it was a guy, and he said, my wife's mother wants to know what I want for Christmas. So my wife asked me, and I said, I'm 40 blah 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 years old. If I want something, I get it. There's nothing. So, you know, that's me. I don't know what could he buy me. So I've decided on a pair of earrings, which means I got to go shopping. I would really like a nice pair of earrings that hubby can wrap up and put under the tree. I mean, wouldn't that be nice? Who doesn't need earrings? I would love that. So that's the plan. Anyways, do you guys pick out your own present, or are you totally surprised? So I told my son, who lives far away, he's up north coast, I said, I really miss visiting you guys. When you had the kids, now your kids are grown, it's no reason to visit you. He's all, thanks. I said, but I want to visit you. And he goes, well, after Christmas is the best time. And then it hit me. That's always what we do. It should just be a ritual. He always says that. We always do it. It's like, oh, we do come after Christmas most times. So it's just going to be our ritual from now on. So I am going to spend a little bit of time getting our trailer ready. He said, come stay at the house. And I'm like, no, we'll bring the trailer. You know, it's comfy. We got our own bed, you know, old people. I'm not sleeping on an air mattress, you guys. I just don't want to. Oh my gosh. I don't know. So we'll be bringing our trailer, and I'm looking forward to hanging out with them and, you know, just having a couple of meals and walking around and going over to their house and just hanging out, you know, just quiet time. So that I'm looking forward to very much. And it's just fun to go off in our trailer, and we haven't really done that. We took so many trips all at once last summer that I got burned out, didn't really want to go anywhere, and now I'm ready, totally ready. And I love the coast. It's cold and dreary, and it's rainy. It's north coast, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. They've got the redwood forest, the ancient forest. I am totally going to have to share this with you because it's so beautiful. Now I'm going to leave you with something fun. And I haven't really looked at my footage, so I don't know what I got, but I went to our local town's Parade of Lights. This is a fun thing that they do in a little town called Sutter Creek, and it is just a gem of a gold rush town. Super cute. And so what happened was during COVID, they canceled it. And the second year, canceled again. Remember, it was like that. It was like that. But then the third year, obviously, last year, should have happened. No reason not. Oh my gosh, we had the worst rain. You just couldn't do it. You couldn't do it, so they canceled. And they were going to reschedule, and it just never worked out. So everybody was disappointed. They had all their floats and all their costumes and all their stuff ready to go. No parade. So this year, it was good weather. It was for sure happening, and everybody was excited about it. And when I went with my daughter and her kids, and then her hubby came after he got off work. My hubby came after he got off work, and it was hard to even find us. We all agree we had never seen the town that full of people. Never. It was so full, and we've gone every year to this parade, and it is double even, you know, what it ever was. And the entries were amazing. Whoever put this parade together really drew in the entries, because every government agency was there, you know, the CDF, the fire department, the, you know, any kind of government agency had a trailer or a float or a truck, and all lit up. And then all the clubs, every kind of car club, every motorcycles. Okay, so what I'm going to leave you with is just a few snippets of the parade and some funny moments. Oh my gosh. I loved the one, and I hope I have some of these clips, but I love the one that was, it had the manger up high, and they had a bubble machine, which made it look like it was snowing. That was super cool. But, and every time, oh, that's my new favorite. Oh, that's my new favorite. We kept saying that. But there was this porta potty that was, it had some lights on it, and I don't know how they did this, because it's literally a porta potty, but it just was like, it was funny. It was going all in circles, and so that ended up being a favorite for sure. And it was just fun. It was fun to be with everybody. And so I'm going to call that what I always call it, another Hallmark moment where we're living in a Hallmark town. Super cute. So I'll leave you with that, and I will see you next week, if not sooner. And I want to say thank you so much for stopping by and watching my channel, and I will see you next time. Merry Christmas. See you next time. Bye now.
Thank you.